Hey YouTubers, this is Rantin Robin.
And Foxcat. Alright, so this is Perry the Platypus, Tsum Tsum. We've got the little mini hard one that came with the little hat. And then we found at a collectible show, we found the plushy one, which is a Japanese exclusive. And I always wanted to get this one and have a little fedora with him, and it's just ironic we got the small toy from the mystery bag first. So I have a little fedora, so now it's Agent P. There's Perry. Agent P. Perry.
Yeah, I just think it was really cool that the fedora that came with the plastic one. In case you're wondering, the plastic one fits on its fedora, kind of like this, sort of. It's hard to do, but generally speaking, it actually fits. It's the size to fit on the normal size Tsum Tsum. So we use that while displaying it. We just set the hat on top of it, because we believe that's who Perry the Platypus is. But yeah, he's a Japanese exclusive, and he was really cool to find. We ended up only paying $15 for him at Frank & Son's warehouse down in San Jose, California.
Yeah, and he runs anywhere from 36 on up. Online, 36 was lucky to find, but it just didn't look right to buy him for that much. And he's even got his little tail sticking out. Little orange tail.
Okay, so this is Chip and Dale. For those of you who have never been able to figure it out, because it took me years to figure it out, Dale has the red nose. But in this case, these are not the original Chip and Dale, because they are squinting. And one is winking. Chip is winking. The originals had both eyes open, so I believe this might be like a second or third batch of them that Disney put out.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. We don't remember if we found them both together, but of course we had to get both of them because you can't really have one without the other. They are probably the closest we have to the main Disney lineup as Tsum Tsums.
Yeah, we did find them together. They were at the Disney store. Just want to show you. They both have little tails back here, so that's makes important of the detail. And then their little ears up the top.
Yeah, Dale appears to have a little bit of red on his face. It's hard to tell. It might just be the reflection. It's based on the nose, but it does appear like his cheeks are slightly red, too.
I think he's supposed to be angry, so they might be giving him the flesh marks on his cheeks to indicate angry.
Yeah, that makes sense. But overall, very well done. And till I got them, I didn't really understand the difference between the two when I wasn't seeing Dale's one tooth, which was how I differentiated them in the cartoons.
Yeah. It's got his two little teeth there, blurry in the camera now. Okay, here is Rapunzel and Pascal from Tangled series of Tsum Tsums. And you can see Rapunzel's got her flowers in her hair and it is braided. And Pascal's got his little tail and his little spikes on his thing. We found Rapunzel kind of in an odd place. We found her at a Kmart, and then I got Pascal for Christmas gift. And he's apparently harder to find. I think we've only seen the full set once at Disneyland.
One interesting thing to notice is the way that these are made. No two Rapunzels are the same. They put the flowers in different spots on each one. We know this because we not only looked it up, but we saw our niece had the same Rapunzel, and you could tell each arrangement of flowers is unique to that specific Tsum Tsum. I would assume maybe after 10 or 20 you get the same design once or twice, but generally speaking they're supposed to be completely individual.
Okay, so here's two of our inside out Tsum Tsums. We've got Disgust and Anger. Disgust was a little hard to find. She was apparently exclusive to Targets and Disney stores later on, but she didn't have that many produced, and common misconception, she was also considered to be jealousy and envy, but they figured disgust would encompass both of them and kids would get it better. She's got great detail on her little dress there, and she's got a weekend like look on her face.
And then we got Anger. Anger was Morgotten. I wanted one from Inside Out. He was my favorite character. His flame tends to kind of flop down, but I think it's really cool that they've got the flame there because to me that's part of who Anger is. I just wish there was a better way to keep it up more. But his expression on his face, the detail in his mouth and teeth is good. And of course, he's even got his tie on. He's even got his Anger tie on because they wanted Anger to relate to like an office job, I guess, because he really looks like he's dressed for the office. And again, all the color, the collar on the shirt and everything, and then of course the two eyes both look very angry. He definitely looks like a cute version of something you wouldn't want to mess with.
Okay, we have Stitch and Angel Tsum Tsums. Originally, Angel was another Japanese exclusive until Hot Topic started selling Tsum Tsums. That was one of the first ones they had, so I had to naturally swoop her up. She was my favorite character from the Lilo and Stitch series because she was Stitch's girlfriend, sort of. These are really well done. As you can see, Stitch even has a little cutout on his ear, and he's got his little back design, his little bitty tail. He's just really cute as Tsum Tsum. So is Angel. She's got her little heart symbol, her little tail, and her antenna doesn't really want to stay proper.
I think these are very well done ones. I like the design of these. The only thing I don't like on the Tsum Tsums, just like with Anger, is I don't like the use of the felt for some of the stuff because again it doesn't stay in its position that the figure really should stay in, and with how we have ours out, we kind of display them out on a bookshelf, and so wear and tear just kind of tends to bend some of the felt just with it sitting there. But I like the eyes, I like the ears. Again, we had to kind of zoom out the camera a little bit to get the ears, but I really like those. And Stitch even has this little tuft of hair coming up on the top there too. But yeah, very well done.
Okay, so this is our newest one. This is Remy. He's got his little chef hat that doesn't like to stay up very well, and his little teeth. And he even has a cooking spoon on the side, and then his little tail is a piece of yarn. Yeah, this is from one of the Pixar lines that just, I don't know why, I think they just started putting out little here and there Disney stores only. But yeah, we got him at a Disney store. He's really cute. I think he's one of the cuter ones from the Pixar series Inside Out, because I don't really care for the Cars ones. It just looks like they smushed a car into the Tsum Tsum shape. And then the Finding Nemo and Dory ones don't look all that interesting. It just looks like a fat, puffed up fish for most of them.
Yeah, when I'm looking at a collectible or what I mean, let's admit it, kids play with these. They can be used as toys, but they also are collectibles. A lot of toys can double as those. It's really the tiny details that I go for. In the case of Remy, the spoon on the side, like you showed earlier, taking that extra time to put that there. I don't really need that to know who he is, but it is a nice little detail. Honestly, you just give me a mouse with a chef's hat, I probably would get it. But I'm also thinking that Remy had a little bit more of a bluish hint to his fur than this one does. But then again, that's hard to see because I've not seen the movie as many times as you have.
Yeah. His fur is a little more of a blue-gray than a gray-gray.
Yeah,
like this one is.
So the coloring's a little off. And of course the chef's hat, again, like with the felt, there needs to be some kind of reinforcement maybe inside the chef's hat so that it can stay up easier.
Because it's just flat, and you try to pick it up, and it just has a poof now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you can't really fix that kind of thing all the time when you're displaying something. Okay, so this is Hey Hey. He is the half-brained rooster from Moana. Honestly, I was not sure whether I wanted to see Moana. It's got some very good musical scores, but I really felt like the comedy background of Hey Hey really kind of helped me get through the movie. Just him walking backwards, him walking into water, whatever it may be. No, stay here. But again, I'll say that the felt on this one is probably seems a lot better because it's thicker. It's not quite. It's half felt. It's almost like a soft fur, too. It doesn't. His felt is more fuzzy. I don't know if you can kind of see that through that, but his whole skin has more of that felt fuzzy look to it than some of them do. I think Dale and Chip kind of have that look, and Perry did too. But overall, he's very well done. It's the little details like the eyes. I mean, who can't see dumb when they look at the two eyes that don't even match? I mean, that's just got to be fun to make. The beak is a small little detail, too.
And there's his comb.
And the comb underneath. But, I mean, that really, again, one thing I like when reviewing collectibles is something that really screams the object or the original. And this Tsum Tsum really screams Hey Hey. Just like some of our others. I mean, like Perry. Perry really looks like his TV alter ego, just because Perry naturally looks kind of fat and small. And Stitch, too. Stitch and Angel and the mouse from Ratatouille, yeah. They both really... Remy really captures his, too. A lot of the animal ones do very well at capturing their sides better than anything. But yeah, that's our Tsum Tsum collection for Disney.